Can you see what is wrong with this painting? Using one of my own paintings as an example, I'm going to show you what you can do to improve your work and paint better paintings. So after watching this video, you'll be able to use the same method to improve your artwork and paint great paintings. So let's take a look. This is one of my own paintings. It is still in progress. And I thought I would show you behind the scenes the process I use when editing my work and the thoughts behind the choices and the decisions that I make. I've been working on the painting for a while, and it's just been sitting here on the easel for quite a while, in fact. I was working on these two paintings side by side, and while the other one came together quite nicely, this blue one just didn't feel right. I've painted over some areas several times, but it just didn't feel right, and it certainly wasn't finished. So now I'm gonna let you take a look at it and try and think about what you think is wrong with this painting, this blue painting. What do you think I need to improve to make this painting better? If you said that it's the composition that could be a lot better, you would be correct. See the two dark areas here? They are very similar and almost the same size, shape and color. They are actually competing for attention. So what are my options here? I could make one of the areas a lot smaller or a lot larger, or remove one of them altogether perhaps. Or I could break one of the areas up into several smaller shapes. All I know is I don't want two areas that are too similar, and on the other side of the canvas, one on each side. It's just too symmetrical for my taste. My choice was to change the large dark area on the right hand side. Remember, I'm looking and observing. I'm making a decision based on my personal preferences and taste. Sure, there are some general rules about composition, but in the end, a good composition is all about balance, achieving a pleasing balance of the different elements in the painting. After I made the changes, I took a break and came back. And this is always a good thing. It's good to take breaks away from your paintings so that you can return with fresh eyes. And coming back for a fresh look is a good thing, because one of the things I tend to do a lot, apparently, is to repeat shapes that are similar in size and similar in shape. So I started out with these two areas that were the same size and shape. And now I have apparently replaced them with these two bumps over here, almost like the back of a camel, very similar in shape and in size. I didn't notice it when I was painting, but now I can't see anything but the camel's back. So I want to get rid of that. I changed the shape I didn't like into a couple of smaller shapes, and I'll soon call the painting done, but not before I've let the painting rest for a week or two and had the chance to come back with fresh eyes to assess the composition. When we have been laboring over a painting for hours, days, or even weeks, it's a lot more difficult to be objective. So if you are struggling with a painting, put it away for a few days or weeks and work on something else for a while. And it's important to note that this is not a race There are no extra points for being in a hurry and making decisions quickly. Do take your time. Speed is not what is important during this type of painting process. When you gain more experience, you might become faster, but don't judge your worthiness as a painter on how quickly you move on to the next step. In my experience, and you will probably know this from your own painting routine, some paintings seem to almost paint themselves. They come together like magic, perfectly and with ease. But most paintings aren't like that. They need more time. They need a rest, and so do we. And if we can learn to accept that and work with that, our painting sessions will become a lot more pleasant and enjoyable. If you found this video helpful, I want to direct you to my free guide, 5 Proven Ways to Loosen Up Your Painting Style. In the guide, I share 5 of the most transformative ways to loosen up and strengthen your paintings. And these are ways I use myself all the time in my own painting practice. Download the free guide and start implementing these steps today to improve and move forward on your painting journey. To sum up this video and give you some practical advice you can go and implement today, my advice will be this. More than anything, I want you to give yourself the time needed to evolve and develop your work. Practice and try things out as much as possible. And give yourself grace when things aren't going as smoothly as you'd like. Sometimes there are bumps on the road, but we need to keep going. And if I've learned anything from my art practice throughout the years, it is this. The biggest breakthroughs usually happen after a period of struggle and frustration. So please keep showing up and practicing. I believe in you. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.